Hi everyone, comic book reviewer here, this time reviewing on issue 1 of Ultimatum. Now, as you know, Ultimatum was a 5-issue series that was also meant to be this big event where most characters would die, most would stay alive, and most would set up to the more darker, more edgier version of the Ultimate stuff. And I think the whole point of Ultimatum was just meant to show the results of so many actions. And the early issues back from 2001 or the 2000s made it clear what some of these characters were capable of. This is just showing it to its full core. So the cover mainly has Ultimate Reed, Sue, Johnny, Ben, and Namor. And let's get on with the story. It starts off how at the Baxter building, Ultimate Reed is planning to propose to Ultimate Sue. We see how Ultimate Ben is working out with Ultimate Herbie monitoring him, and we do see how Ultimate Dr. Storm is trying to get Ultimate Johnny to make something of himself. I know, obviously, Linkara said that his son's already the Human Torch, but keep in mind, Johnny is a bit like a child, seeing everything around him like an opportunity. Ultimate Dr. Storm is just expecting his son to be a little more responsible, a little more sort of making a bigger effort than just kind of wearing a costume and turning on fire. And we even see how at the mansion, we kind of see how Ultimate Cap tries to get Tony to talk about going on patrol. We see how Ultimate Thor and Valkyrie are sword practicing. We do see Ultimate Hank wanting to wear Ultimate Ultron's uniform as the sort of new yellow jacket. But we even do see how Ultimate Hawkeye does have some mixed feelings about Hank going back into action after what he did to Janet. And we even see how on the train system about Ultimate P and his friends wanting to get together to do something. And we even see how Ultimate, Angel, Nightcrawler, Beast, and Dazzler are just talking about getting their tickets to see a sort of big event. Until suddenly a giant rainstorm happens. Everyone is wondering what's going on, if they think it's just a sort of normal weather thing. But we now realise this is no normal weather. This is basically Waterworld out here. Everyone is going to be dead, lost, or missing. And everyone is shocked here. And we even see how Ultimate Reed and Sue have to kind of find footing in ground. But we even see how Ultimate Ben says, "What the is going on?" And we even see how Ultimate Dr. Storm ends up dying. And we even see how Ultimate Hank turns giant, saying, "Jen!" And we see right away that the guy Ultimate Dazzler was talking to is actually the Ultimate Hulk, saying, "Why is Big Clock Thing watching Hulk?" And we even see how Ultimate Kitty Pryde talks with Ultimate Peter, trying to get him to go out to try and save whoever he can as Spider-Man. And we see how right away Ultimate Angel sees that Dazzler's also dead as well, and saying, "Come on, Allison, you're not going to die on me. No, no." And we see how Ultimate Iron Man ends up saving Ultimate Captain America, saying, "Where are the rest of us? Who made it out? Thor? Hawkeye? Wasp? I don't know. It all happened so fast. So many bodies. Hard to tell where anyone is. Anyone." And we even see how Ultimate Sue has to kind of use her powers to try and pull back the tidal wave. And of course, the strain puts her in a badly dangerous pose. And we even see how Ultimate Reed comes to the sort of realization that it might be Ultimate Namor, and has to go out there to try and find out if he did it, and goes out full vengeance mode. And of course, this also shows you just how Ultimate Namor is going to confront Ultimate Reed. It's clear that he's one of these sort of reflections to what Ultimate Reed is going to become as the Maker, saying, Why in God's name would I ever believe you, Nemo? Because of Sue. The rest of you are less than sea urchins in my eye, but I would never knowingly put her in danger. Surely you believe that. And we see how Ultimate Reed mainly gives him the shock of a lifetime. And in Latveria, Ultimate Doctor Doom says, "Where is everyone? Dr. Meristorm, Boris, this is impossible. Latveria!" Who dares? I know in Ultimate FF it's later revealed that this Doctor Doom here is meant to be Dr. Mary Storm, obviously retconning some events into Ultimatum, having the actual Ultimate Doctor Doom in the whole zombies be Marvel Universe all this time, and her still posing as Doctor Doom. I think it suggested that, obviously, the Mary Storm that we did see in this series, as well as in Ultimate Fantastic Four Recreation, was meant to be a sort of false Doom bot. And we see how after Xavier has a sort of mental breakdown, and we see how even they realise something terrible has happened. And we even see how Xavier now realises Ultimate Neo did the thing that he feared he did, and warns everyone to put their differences aside, as he knows who has done it. And we see how in Magneto's Fortress, which is based on that old style painting, that this is Ultimate Magneto's plan. He is going to make everyone pay the ultimate price. And sitting in his chair, all smug, arrogant, and making them pay for what happened to Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch, and using Thor's hammer to cause the natural disasters. And this is the story. So I think Ultimatum isn't a bad start. It's like the whole Eclipse thing from Berserk. It's meant to show just how Berserk will go darker and grittier. And it showed right away that Berserk wasn't exactly this kid-friendly series. The same way the Ultimate stuff, even before Ultimatum, went darker, grittier, edgier, and a bit more realistic. And I think Ultimatum was just meant to show what can happen when certain superheroes and certain supervillains are given powers that they themselves don't really fully understand, or it hits you over the head just how much dangerous it can be now. So I think it definitely deserves a thumbs up. Not a bad start, not the greatest, but it's definitely worth the read for a first issue. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.